guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be a chit chat get ready with me where I'm gonna be talking about all of the new things that's happened in my life, and I'm also just gonna be sharing with you my summer makeup right now. As you can see, I have been wearing fake tan and my fake tan is wearing off horribly, so please no nasty comments about that. But let's get some makeup on and start chatting. Or maybe we should just start with some serum because I haven't done my skincare routine yet. And if you want an updated skincare routine, please let me know. I have changed a lot of the products that I used recently. However, this is honestly just gonna be my straight up honest everyday makeup at the moment because now that it's so sunny, I don't really feel like wearing too much makeup. Like, I still want to look good, don't get me wrong, but I just don't feel like wearing tons of makeup. If you see me wearing mascara during summer, you're lucky. And the great thing about makeup today is that you can wear a lot of makeup but still make it look as if you're wearing literally almost nothing. And that's kind of like what I do at the moment. I'm using the Vitamin Rich Face Base from Bobbi Brown, which is both my primer and my moisturizer. I still wear a lot, so I'm still me. It suits my style and where I'm at right now in my life so well. And what do I mean by that? Stay tuned. One thing that I have changed in my skincare and makeup routine is that I've started to use SPF 50. SPF is a filter for the skin, which means that it creates this barrier. And if you apply it before you apply your skincare will obviously not sink into the skin. So always apply your SPF after you've applied your skincare. And at least in Denmark, there has been a lot of controversy lately about wearing sunscreen, and actually just sunscreens in general, that they're actually not that good for your skin. The clinic that I'm at where I get my lips done and so on, they've been very straight up and told me it is so important to remember SPF because it does create signs of aging if you don't wear it, like wrinkles, lines, hyperpigmentation, stuff like that. Moving on to foundation, this is the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. I'm still using SPF, but I do know some people who's been like scared of using SPF. Some of my friends and some people that I know and who's been texting me as well has been like, don't use it, it's not good for you, it can create cancer, it can be really damaging to the skin. I'm just like, well, I don't want wrinkles. But obviously be aware and do your research. Make up your own mind whether or not you want to wear SPF or not. And I'm not trying to tell you not to wear SPF because as you can see, I'm wearing it. I'm not telling you to wear it either. I'm just telling you to stay informed and do what feels right for you. I love this foundation so freaking much because it's literally so full coverage, but it still looks somewhat natural. I mean, it still looks natural, right? It feels like wearing a cream on your face, and I love that feeling. That's actually my favorite feeling of foundation. I want them to feel as a cream because they still feel moisturizing in the skin and they feel so lovely. And you know, I'm a full coverage kind of gal, so I'm gonna be using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And I just use this underneath my eyes because I do have a lot of dark circles going on because of all of the moving. Which by the way is almost done. I'm almost done and settled in my new apartment. I've got 4 moving boxes left in my apartment. And talking about moving, new apartment, everything, god damn it guys, so much has happened in so little time. Like, I went from being so freaking stressed out about not having an apartment to suddenly having an apartment, to suddenly moving, to suddenly being extremely overly happy. I am gonna be baking with my Kat Von D Luggage Setting Powder. This is literally like my favorite for baking underneath my eyes right now. I can cry and still have my makeup perfect after having baked with this. And I know that I said that I wanted to look as if I've got minimal makeup on. I can't speak right now when I'm baking. And I do understand that right now it looks as if I've got way too much makeup on already. But trust me, in the end and at the end, it's gonna look so perfect and it's still gonna look very natural. For a highlighter, I've actually gone back to Becca's Champagne Pop. It's kind of like champagne-y, goldy, which I love. And you need like the tiniest amount. Like honestly, look at that. I just dipped the brush into it. That's what I love about Becca. You can never go wrong with Becca. It's like I'm trying so many different highlighters all the time and I truly love them, but I always go back to Becca. The only bad thing What was that? The only bad thing about Becca's highlighters or shimmering skin perfectors is that they're very fragile. So if they fall on the floor, or if you've got them with you in your bag, it's always like, oh my god, please don't break, please don't break, please don't break. I've broken so many of my Becca shimmering skin perfectors, and that's the only negative thing that I've got to say, because other than that, I love them, and that's why I keep repurchasing them. Oh, yum. Normally for bronzer, I would always use my Too Faced, what's it called, Sweethearts bronzer, because this is like the perfect color. It is extremely luminous. I love it. It's my everyday bronzer, but I have been sent a little something from the Mare, which I really want to try out. It is their new Soleil bronzing powder, and as you can see, it is not just a bronzing powder. It's got some highlighting stuff as well, some, I don't even know, maybe a blusher kind of thing. I think this is gonna be amazing as an all-over cheek, glowy, bronzy kind of thing. Let's just try to use a fluffy brush. It's so pretty. It looks very natural actually. It's like the mix of these three colors is just perfect, and it's very pigmented as well. Very pigmented. They actually also did send me a Pink Sands kind of like cream blusher, but as you know, with me, I'm not really into blush, but you can wear it on your lips a tiny bit. Maybe that would be cute. Oh, it's cute on the lips. It's not too pink either, because right now it looks very pink. I mean, look at that. When it gets on the lips, it's not too bad. One step that I've started to use before using my brow products is actually the Benefit Brow Wow Conditioning Primer. And as far as I've read and heard from the Benefit team, it is supposed to make your brows grow faster and stronger and so on, because it is conditioning. So that is a really nice one, and you can use it every single day obviously, and already now, as you can see, my brows look so much more in shape because I've been using it. Actually, even use it just by itself if you don't want to wear anything in your brows. But I'm not that gal. I want to wear something in my brows. For my brows, I'm going to be using my Bobbi Brown Longwear Brow Gel in the color Saddle. It looks like this. So using this one, I'm just dabbing the brush into it. It is kind of like a creamy jelly texture. And then I'm just doing these feathery strokes. I am very much into a bushy but still kind of natural brow at the moment. And fun fact actually, because I have been that busy with moving and just packing down my stuff, my life has been so freaking busy, guys. But because of that, I haven't really had time to do my brows, like tweeze them and just take care of them, blah blah blah. So actually, when I had settled down into my new apartment, I actually looked at myself in the mirror and I was just like, what happened to my brows? I'm a monster! None of my family members or my friends had been telling me anything. I was just like, why did you not tell me that my brows had gone that bushy and that weird? And they were just like, well, I thought you were just growing them out. And I just thought to myself, genius. That was actually the right timing to do a really nice shape and to use the fullness. And that's actually what I've done. So obviously I've tweezed them again because it was going crazy, okay? I had hairs all the way down here where I was just like, that's gross. But I've tweezed them again and now they look so good. I'm in love with my brows at the moment. You know that feeling when you've just had your brows done either at a professional person or you've just done them yourself and you're so happy about them. Brows are life. And I do feel like that now that I've finally settled down into my new apartment, I can finally start to do videos again. I can start being myself again. I think that when you don't know where to live after a certain date, you're just like so stressed out. That honestly makes you a really bad person because you can't really focus on anything else than where am I supposed to live? What am I gonna do? Am I gonna be homeless? Am I gonna live with my parents, my friends? What? And as you saw in some of my vlogs, I was really low in energy. I didn't have energy to go to events or just to do those everyday stuff things and just my job also. I didn't feel inspired. I didn't have any energy to do anything else than just try to survive and try to find an apartment. It sounds so dramatic, but that's honestly how I felt. I felt so low in energy and I had no idea what to do. And actually, I want to share one tip with you that I've started to do to find the energy again, because obviously it takes time to get out of that bad state of mind. But what I've started to do is actually I've started to meditate a tiny bit, and I know some of you may be like, oh my god, not one more, but actually it is so important to take time out of your everyday schedule to just feel yourself and feel your body. When I started doing it, I was just like, I don't feel well in my body. I was sitting down for like just 5 minutes, just taking some deep breaths and just feeling how I felt in my stomach and in my body, and I was just like, I feel so drained. But actually taking the time out to feel how am I actually feeling, not just up here but also in my stomach and in my body, it connects your mind to your body and to your soul, and it just makes you so much more aware of what to do with yourself and what you really need. Therefore, every single day I've actually started to meditate just 5 or 10 minutes just to truly find myself and feel how I'm actually feeling. It has made a huge difference in my life and in my energy as well. I feel like that because I've started to do that, I've found myself in a totally different state of mind. And I want to share a secret with you here on the international channel. For the past months, I've actually been doing a Danish TV show where they are following some influencers. So I've actually had a crew with me to almost anything that I've done, like bigger events, where they've just been following me on my good days and my bad days, and it's been really eye-opening actually, because it really makes you understand who you are as a person, and it makes you see yourself in a different light. I'm using the Anastasia, you can't even see, it's the brow setting gel. It just made me aware of who I am as a person, how other people look upon me. And afterwards I'm gonna be using the Makeup Forever brow gel. This is a tinted brow gel in the color 25. And this one is great because it gives somewhat of a feathery look. Probably just bushy actually, but still looks really good. So I've actually discovered new sides of myself that I've actually really enjoyed. I am actually very caring and very sharing, and at least in my mind that is a really important feature to have, to be a good human being and to think about others, not just yourself. I mean, obviously also in the TV show I am very like self-absorbed, because my kind of story in the TV show is actually that I really want to get my big breakthrough in this industry. I want to be much more well known for what I am and who I am and what I can do. I want to do some more acting and singing, stuff like that. So they kind of like follow me in my journey to try to become more well known in Denmark and so on. It's been really eye-opening and so cool, and I'm so honestly thankful for this huge opportunity that I've gotten. On my eyelids, I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of the foundation so there's no redness or veiny things going on. Everything happens for a reason. I've always said that, always. I mean, all of the ups and all of the downs that you go through in your life, there is a meaning behind them. There's something that you need to learn from them. I feel like because of what I've gone through, I've taught myself how to get through really tough times, where you might be stressed out or struggling with different kind of things, but the show must go on. I mean, you still need to live your life and work and so on. And eye booger. Using the Bobbi Brown Nude Finish Illuminating Powder in Nude. Because of these experiences that I've had with the stress thing and just all of the crazy stuff that's happened to me these past months, I've just gotten so much more like in sync with myself, and I've found myself in a totally different way. I just feel like that I've grown up. I know so much more about myself now than before, and I think we're almost about to be done, guys. I'm just gonna curl my lashes because I always do that. It actually gives the look of me wearing mascara. But honestly, the worst thing in the entire world is curling the lashes, and I've tried so many times like pulling out my eyelashes because of doing this, and I hate that feeling. It's the worst ever. What you don't do for beauty these days. After. I mean, look at that. It honestly looks as if I'm wearing freaking mascara. It really gives you that lift. My eyes just go like poof. I love it. But oh my god, I hate doing it. Oh, somebody's calling. Take him to flag. Hi, that is so much fun. The one who just called me was actually one of those from the TV show. When I'm sitting talking about it and telling how much it's changed my life, they're just like, oh hey! I'm gonna be using the brow liner from Makeup Forever, and I'm actually not using it for my brows. I'm using it to draw up my beauty spots. And so many of you guys have been commenting on my beauty spots, and you're just like, they're not even there. Well, they actually are. The problem is just they're so light. I've got one right here that is actually kind of like poking out of the skin. I'm not like drawing it up. It actually almost looks as if it's a pimple. So I always just take this one and then just go like so. I've also got one up here just right above my brow. Right there. And I've got one here. You hardly can see the one on my cheek, but it's there. But it actually just makes me feel so much prettier, and I don't know what it is. I just love doing these beauty spots. I don't like seeing myself without them. And the last thing that I'm actually always doing with my skin is I'm using the Urban Decay Quick Fix. And obviously I'm not using it to prime my face. I'm actually using it just to set down everything because it is so hydrating in a way. Oh my god, is it dead? I've literally got almost nothing left. Oh my god, please don't die. No, it's dead. I've used it up. It's really good. I need to buy a new one. I found something that might even be better actually to use like after you've applied your makeup and so on. I found the Too Faced Hangover Mode 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. Oh, please be good. I haven't tried this one actually. Oh my god, it's amazing. So here's the finished makeup after this chit chat get ready with me, where I've just been doing my everyday summer makeup. And of course you can tell that I'm wearing foundation, and I know natural is a very word in this industry, because what is natural? It really depends on who you're asking, but to me this actually looks very natural. It looks very simple, pretty, and that is my everyday summer makeup. So that's actually all. Thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this chit chat get ready with me, where I also told you a bit about what I've been going through in my life recently, then please give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on social media. I love to either follow you back or like your photos and just find out who you guys are. So I'll check you out if you follow me. That's actually one thing that you can be sure of. If you start following me on Instagram, I will totally check you out. I'm such a stalker. I love Instagram so much. But anyway, thank you so very much for watching. Remember, I love you all to the moon and back and everywhere else. Mwah.